is Sossie Snake. I am grass green, and when I grow up, I want to become a king cobra. Hello, welcome to today's tour, Behind the Scenes. Today you will learn how this castle and village were created in Minecraft. Well, let's get started straight away. You will be surprised to hear that we are playing in Hexxit at the moment, but originally the castle was created in Hexxit. There were a team of 7 players who played in Hexxit, and one just started to use the mountain, which is buried underneath the castle behind me, to build the castle. First there was the main tower, which you can see in the background there, and then it just gradually evolved around it with the main hall and the ladies' sleeping area quarters to the western side. Then the castle was extended with the walls. The kitchen, you can see, it's just right behind me next to the tree. There's the kitchen behind there, the blacksmith, and then to the other side the witch tower and all the animal areas and the fields. Well, after that, all the strong fortification was built, and it isn't easy to build all this while you are fighting hostile mobs and need to gather food as well. So follow me, I will tell you where it all started. It started exactly here. This cobblestone part of the now butchery is the oldest part of this Minecraft world. And there was a little bit of a valley going the side over there, and another little ditch over there, and it was a bit high in the middle. So the first thing was digging down into the ground to find some shelter. We did lose crops quite a lot, so having been fed up with them constantly being blown up and slaughtered by it, we did build underground facilities. So here there's a bed, and this is a permanent water source we built underneath, so it's accessible any time. Then the next great improvement that enabled us to leap forward was to build the farm. So this is a farm. You see a lot of villagers trampling around and stamping down the wheat, which is a bit of a pain, but let me introduce you to the wheat farm. So this wheat farm is built in terraces, and you can just build down as many terraces as you like. It is 5 long, which is because of the water flow for the harvesting, and at the side, not here because they damaged everything, and the villagers. There is in the middle a water source block underneath this cobblestone here, which does reach a 4 area, so it can only be 4 wide. So the villagers, we will get wet feet. There is 1 single water source to help with the harvesting and 2 sticky pistons. The sticky pistons are behind there. Actually 1 sticky piston. Only 1 sticky piston. There is the water source, and the sticky piston is underneath this block. If the sticky piston is extended, the water source is blocked. If it is pulled back, then the water flows, and because we have a wall here, it's divided in 2 parts, and it flows and harvests the entire area, which is much quicker than... No, villager, don't go in there. Oh no. Okay, and I show you how it works. So there is a lever here, and you see the water coming down there, and the water is just washing away and harvesting all the wheat. This is much faster, and that was really the breakthrough that we could go into mass production and did not not need to spend a lot of time on gathering food anymore, which was brilliant. So it was further sophisticated, and now I have to put on my armor, because with enchantment levels, you might be aware you can add specific abilities in Hexxit. So I used magnetization for my leggings. Oh, I need to switch it off. I don't want to get wet feet. And this was a further improvement because I don't need to run around to everything. With magnetization, it just collects. I just walk down once and up once, and that's just all I do to collect all the wheat. And you see all the way down here, there is a little bit of an end area for things to collect. And here you can see now where the soil is converted. It's a bit lower, and there is the water source underneath there. You need to be very cautious in building to put a lot of torches, because if you build underground, it needs a lot of light, and that means a lot of torches. So I said initially we build, that's a funny sound, okay, we did build in Hexxit after the others had explored all the Hexxit abilities. We moved, well, Psycho, who is the wizard of all the IT background, moved this area of the castle to Hexxit. So we added some Hexxit stuff, and you can see we were able 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4.5 stacks of wheat in one go. That gives you quite a lot of bread. We have then used in later versions, when we had enough food, to use this wheat for breeding as well. So this is the mine. This is the mine where all the good things came from. In Hexxit, well, that was ideal for mining because that could speed up things quite a lot. It's a bit more cumbersome in Hexxit, but never mind. So here's just a little bit of storage area where we just put some stuff to store away. Okay, so you did notice that there are a lot of villagers down here. They just love it to be down here. I have no clue why, but they enjoy being down here. If I can't find any villagers upstairs, I just go down here, and here they are. We did have to flatten the area where we later built the houses of the village. This was one of the old shafts for mining, and there is a secret to it, because you will most probably know that all castles had kind of secret entrances, and this is just very secret. It winds in all directions, has false ways, and yeah, this is why I have to look a bit around to find the way myself. But this is actually a secret way up to the castle. Okay, and here we are. This is, I go upstairs first, you can have an idea where we are in the castle. The kitchen! If you just have a peek out here, there's the well, the main tower, the library. The library was one of the latest edition, while it was already in Hexxit. There is the witch tower, the animals, and there the entrance way. So, in this kitchen, with these 4 ovens, we did fry a lot. Why is there leather in there? That does surely not work. and we had here once the wood to fire the oven and all the raw ingredients to process the food, and here's all the lovely processed food, and anyone in the game would just come here and get some food and run off again for the next adventure. So we needed some supplies a bit local, so we planted here some wheat, some sugarcane, which is easy to harvest, and we have here some pumpkins as well, and then an extension with more sugarcane and pumpkins. Just goes up down to there, and it was built, as you can see, before we were in Hexxit and had the ability to have magnetization in the clothes, because the water is just washing everything down. You can collect all the harvest at the end. So this kitchen was extended. You can see a wall of jungle wood to have cocoa beans and create cookies. Players love cookies, so we need a load of cocoa beans. Here we have some coconuts. We have a little bit here. Oh yeah, there's another berry. All the stone berries, but they're not growing quite well. I need to pay some more attention to that. And then we have the storage area. The storage area is actually accessible usually from the witch tower. And we have in the basement of the witch tower the end port, there with the portal to the nether. And here are just random building materials if you just quickly need to grab something. These are items which are not stored anywhere else, but these are just the weapons we collected, because you know, you go on a raid and you collect a lot of weapons. Let's go there. Okay. The top two chests are full of food. So again, as you say, food is something we have sorted, and there are more weapons here. Here is more armor, and there are more weapons in there. Okay, so let's go back and start from here. There are loads of ovens and crafting tables. This is wool lane, because we have all sorts of colored wool we are collecting in here. So we have building material readily available when needed. This is nether corner, and you see all the chests are well labeled with tainted soil, soul sand, netherrack, and quite well stacked. Here all the other things you can find in the nether. And yeah, so we store it away, and some are not dedicated to anything specific yet, in case we need to expand on some things or we find new stuff. So I do the right side first. This is wood lane. Wood lane has, for every type of wood, a chest with the wood, the saplings, the leaves, and how the wood looks. So we have oak, birch, jungle wood, sakura, hopseed, eucalyptus, fir, spruce wood, dark wood, canopy, palm, and we don't have this filled yet, but oh well, work in progress. Here we have some more rare woods. There's mangrove, ghost wood, dark wood, the blue wood from the nether, silver bell, twilight, oak. And I always lose my dog, so I have some spare ones in the storage area in case I need puppies. Alright, this is wood lane. After wood lane we have stone alley. In stone alley we have again chests for all sorts of stones you can quarry. Obsidian, cracked sand, red cobblestone, clay, sand, sandstone, gravel. We put flint there as well because it just kind of goes with the gravel. Basalt and basalt cobblestone, and the same with marble. And here we have this one side all dedicated to the stone and varieties of stone, because yeah, and a few items you can build with stone. And this is the side with dirt. As you usually know, dirt, you need plenty of space to fill it, but it's not much at the moment because we had quite some building projects, and then we just run and grab the dirt to fill up some areas and do some landscaping. This is the mine shaft. In the mine shaft we have things like, yeah, basically all the ores and lovely stuff you get in mining. Lapis, emerald, redstone. Redstone you always need a lot of, well, so we have a spare chest here. As you have seen before, we still have some in the old mine, not transferred. Frasenite, quantum dust, metals, and here meteors, oak dust. I need to tell you the story about the oak dust. When we transferred from Hexxit to Hexxit, some of the materials did not exist in Hexxit, and they were funnily replaced with oak desks. So when we go mining now, we do find a lot of oak desks. This is why they are in the mine shaft. The other thing of overground items which were not existing in Hexxit were replaced with beanstalks. We have tons of those as well. Then here is coal, you always need a lot of it. And here is spare redstone, because usually I'm drowning in redstone. Okay, and then here is Treasure Island. In Treasure Island we have the drops of the creeper, the ghast, we don't have a lot of ghast, squids and snow golem, and what else do we have? Bones, blaze drops, Magno cubes, and enderman drops. I think we put the eyes of, yeah, we put the eyes of Ender there as well, and spider drops, heads, and we just kind of put the Sky Island here as well because we just haven't found another home for it at the moment. Okay, and that is the feather wing. In the feather wing we have all sorts of feathers. You might be able to imagine that we had to slaughter a lot of chicken. You've seen the food things, and because all these chests are full and we really don't know where to go with all the feathers anymore, we have a bin incinerator. I have to take off my trousers and I just throw the stuff all in there to disappear. Though this is this side of the storage area. On the side here it goes into plants and fruits. So we have the beanstalks I talked about before, and other items. There are all sorts of cactuses down here. As you can hear, we are underneath the sheep farm. So different kinds of grass, seeds. There are all sorts of flowers in here. The mushrooms, these are all sorts of bushes and shrubs. And then we have here aloe vera and vines. And yeah, I did plant one of the creeper blossoms once, and now just to troll someone. And all sorts of mushrooms we have gathered. In the next corner we have stuff we have a lot of. So I just put my leather in there. This has been quite a bit used recently as we built the terracotta army, and so we just need to restock later. Well, this is now empty. So we have then the cotton, you get quite a lot of those, and yeah, my sugar goes here. We haven't converted those into anything because sometimes it's better to leave the raw material to have more options later on, because you could process these in different ways, and yeah, to have the option. So, and in the next, now it's really, we have just tons of eggs. This is all full of eggs, and I go around at the other side. We are here, as you can hear, beneath the chicken coop. And we have hoppers there to collect the eggs and collect them in boxes. We haven't really found out how to get them from the boxes automatically sorted. All these boxes are full of eggs, yeah? We just have eggs. We really don't need any more, so we just can't be bothered and leave them there. This was originally a farm, as you can see, to get boiled chicken, but we have taken this away from the chicken because they fly. It doesn't quite work that well, and this one is, oh, it's nothing in yet, but this is basically, you get beef. If I just switch on here, I'm not sure we have enough cows there at the moment, because if there are enough, they push each other, they fall. There is a gate opening when I switch the lever. They fall down through the lava, get cooked, fall in the hopper, and then they come in here. Well, I think I need to feed them first to make it a bit more crowded. So we have automated this. The problem is you don't collect experience, and we have needed experience a lot for all the enchantments. Here's our netherwort farm, and we have pigs. We haven't heard the pigs yet. Here you can hear the pigs. It's the same. We have built an automated cooker as well, and they're just sitting in there. Let's just see. I don't think they're crowded enough. Where's the lever? Okay, up there. If a pig comes through, oh yeah, they're coming through. And so we should see. We got a few more. Wow, we got 5 pork chops. So that is quite handy if you quickly want to have some ready food. Okay, I will go up here. And just briefly jump on the wall there. Yeah, there are not really a lot of cows. So I go up here. We needed loads and loads of wood to burn things, to process, to build. So what we did is we needed tons of forest. And the area where there is the deer park now was originally a forested area just for farming wood. And you see there the cherry trees grow very quickly. They're easy to harvest, bring a lot of wood. They're quite good. And the fir trees, they grow very high, and it just harvests very quickly. So we have loads of those as well. We have reduced that. We now are a little bit more in a stage of wealth, that we occasionally build them up and harvest them, and otherwise reduce them to a more eye-pleasing level. Okay, this is the story of behind the scenes, and I will say goodbye here and the castle tower. I hope you found it interesting, and see you next time.